Hi everyone. I know at this point we all have lots of experience working with Google Classroom. I'm assuming that most of you have used it, but before we start the new year, I just wanted to give you a quick refresher course on how to access information through Google Classroom. So the first thing I'm going to do here is click on the name of the class. For English 1, everything shows up in the stream. Here will be a listing of everything that I've posted and any comments or discussions that you have posted. One thing you should check immediately when you log in is the upcoming tab. As I'm recording this on August 1st, there's no assignments due yet, but if you click View All, you can get a to-do list of everything that you need to get done in the next few days. Another thing you should check when you log in is the stream, just to make sure there aren't any class comments or questions. One cool feature of Google Classroom is it lets you interact with your peers. So if you have a question, if you type it there, maybe one of the students would get to it before I do if you just have a question about an assignment. I will do my best to wager in on those also. And then the third thing you need to check when you log in is the Classroom tab. This is where you can find an actual listing of all of your assignments. It looks a little bit different on the student end, but these buttons are the same. You can access the class drive folder, which has all of the material for this class. I love that you can access Google Calendar directly. For those of you who are to-do list people, this is an excellent place for you to see the work. The one assignment that I have added in Classroom is showing up here with a little dot for this class, so you know that that's the work you can do. What's cool also is that will show your other work for other classes. So on the student end, when I click on this, I have a few extra buttons that I don't have here. What you have on your end is a private comment button. The private comment box is a really cool thing because you can ask me a question directly and that goes just to me. So that's a place for you to interact only with your instructor, not with your peers. So if you have a question about how to do something, if you need an extension, if you had difficulty doing something, or if there's something in particular you want me to look at, you can type that there and I'll be able to message that back with you. It works more like email than like chat, but it is still pretty helpful feature. And again, that's if you want to communicate with me and not with your peers. So when you click on the assignment on the teacher end, it looks like a basic Google Doc. On the student end, there's a turn in button here, and that turn in button is one way you can submit your work. The other way to submit your work is to either click Turn In or Mark as Done. One more thing to be aware of is if something happens and you need to work on your work after you've clicked Turn In, all you need to do is click the Unsubmit button. There's no need to contact me or ask for help. Just click Unsubmit, work on your work, and don't forget to hand it in when you're done. For this class, I will always give you your assignments in a document. You won't ever have to create your own. If you ever needed to create your own for another class, there's a Create Document button here. But really, that's how Google Classroom works. The only other updated feature is there is a gradebook. I haven't taken any grades because school hasn't started yet, but you can kind of see a running total of how you're doing in the class. I will keep track of your grades both here and also in Teacheries. Teacheries is your grade for the course, so that's the one that you need to monitor to see how you're actually doing in here. If you have any questions, there's some really great resources out there on Google Classroom, but I'm happy to answer them. And again, don't hesitate to use the share something with your class button if you just have a quick question.